What if we told you that some of the most breathtaking landscapes on Earth weren't formed over millions of years, but in a matter of days? Welcome to a journey through time, destruction, and transformation. This is the story of the floodwaters that moved mountains. 1. The power of water. Water is one of the most destructive forces on Earth. It can erode solid rock, carve canyons, and reshape entire continents. Unlike earthquakes or volcanic eruptions, floods are often underestimated, but they have the power to change geography forever. 2. The Great Missoula Floods. Thousands of years ago, in what is now the Pacific Northwest of the United States, a series of catastrophic floods known as the Missoula Floods carved out much of the landscape. These floods occurred when a glacial ice dam holding back a massive lake, Lake Missoula, suddenly gave way. The result? Walls of water over 400 feet high raced across the land, moving at speeds over 60 miles per hour. 3. When mountains moved. These floodwaters didn't just flood valleys. They ripped through solid rock, moved massive boulders the size of houses, and created the scablands of eastern Washington, one of the most geologically bizarre regions on the planet. The water gouged deep canyons, ripped soil from bedrock, and left behind ripple marks larger than football fields. 4. Lake Bonneville and the Utah Flood. In Utah, Lake Bonneville once covered much of the western U.S. Suddenly, the lake breached at Red Rock Pass. Billions of gallons of water surged north, cutting through Idaho's Snake River Plain and reshaping it permanently. The force was so immense it carved canyons in hours that would normally take millions of years to form. 5. Pakistan's deadly 2010 floods. Floodwaters aren't just ancient history. In 2010, Pakistan experienced one of the most devastating floods in modern times. A combination of intense monsoon rains and melting glaciers caused the Indus River to overflow, displacing 20 million people and washing away entire villages. The landscape was changed forever, with new river paths and eroded lands becoming permanent features. 6. China's 1931 flood, a human tragedy and geologic shift. The Yangtze River flood of 1931 was one of the deadliest natural disasters ever recorded. Up to 4 million people lost their lives. But it wasn't just a human disaster. It was a geographic one. Rivers changed course. Agricultural lands vanished, and new lakes formed overnight, altering the Chinese landscape for generations. 7. The mega floods of Mars. Believe it or not, scientists believe that massive floods once shaped the surface of Mars. Using satellite imagery, researchers have identified channels and basins carved by fast-moving water. These Martian floods may have moved rocks and soil across vast distances, just like Earth's great floods. Even on a lifeless planet, water's power to shape terrain is unmatched. 8. The hidden world beneath ice. Greenland's subglacial floods. Deep beneath Greenland's glaciers, meltwater builds up pressure in hidden lakes. When that pressure becomes too great, it erupts in events known as Jokullaups. These floods race under the ice, carving tunnels, shifting ice sheets, and sometimes even triggering minor earthquakes. Though invisible from the surface, they're strong enough to alter glacial landscapes. 9. Indonesia's mud volcano flood, Sidoarjo disaster. In 2006, a gas drilling operation in East Java triggered an underground eruption. Not of lava, but of mud. For years, a volcano of mud has flooded entire villages, creating a landscape that looks alien. The slow-moving flood buried roads, homes, and even factories. Though not technically water, the flowing mud mimicked the destructive power of a flood, proving once again that the Earth's pressure and liquids can reshape the land. 10. What these floods teach us. All of these events, from ancient glacial floods to modern disasters, reveal the same truth. Earth's surface is not fixed. With enough force, even mountains can move. Floodwaters are more than natural disasters. They are agents of creation and destruction. They carve valleys, shape mountains, and remind us that nature is always in motion. The next time you look at a canyon, a rock formation, or a shifting river, remember this. It may not have taken 1,000,000 years to get there. Sometimes, all it takes is one flood. Thank you for watching this journey through some of the most powerful and unexpected forces in our planet's history. If you found this video informative, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us continue bringing powerful stories like this to life. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss our next deep dive into the hidden forces shaping our world. Until next time, stay curious and stay prepared. Because sometimes, the most dramatic changes come when we least expect them.